Scene 1, lines 2 through 6. This is where Theseus is listening to the story of the lovers. And he's listening, and he doesn't believe anything they're telling him. And starting with the line, he says, "More strange than true, I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys." So he already begins with "more strange than true, I never may believe." So he's already, right off the bat, not believing anything they're telling him. Even Apollo says, "'Tis strange." And so she believes that it's strange as well, and that there's this weird mystery that this story that they're telling them has. He says, "I never may believe." So may translates as can in the Folger's version. So it says, "I never can believe." So he flat out says he can't believe. He's just not going to believe what they're telling him. And then it continues to say, "These antique fables, nor these fairy toys." So he continues to say, with these antique fables. So antique fables means old stories. And fairy toys means foolish tales. So he absolutely does not believe anything they're saying. He believes that they're these old stories, that they're foolish tales, and that there's no meaning to them, there's no truth to them, because he believes they're foolish. And then he continues to say, "Lovers and madmen have such see things brains." So he's comparing lovers and madmen. So a lover, according to the dictionary, is a romantic relationship that's outside of marriage. So I would say it would be like an intense love for somebody or for each other. And then he says, "and madmen." So he's comparing lovers that have this intense love and madmen who are like these crazy people who are reckless and are all over the place. And he's comparing them, and he's saying how they have the same brain. So seething means unexpressed anger, which makes sense for how he's explaining lovers and madmen and how he's comparing them to each other. So as he's comparing them, he's saying that there's this unexpressed anger in these lovers that are telling him this story. He doesn't believe it's true. He believes that they're like crazy and that they made up all these stories just because they wanted to. Because he continues to say, "Such shaping fantasies that apprehend." So he's like, they're shaping all these fantasies that they're not true, that there's no truth to them at all because they're fantasies, and that they have conceived this story, and that they're trying to get Theseus and Apollo to believe. And then he continues to say, "More than cool reason even comprehends." So he's saying that there's no rhyme or reason for this story, that the story just doesn't add up, that it is foolish. He says that multiple times, and he's trying to get his point across that how the lovers are acting, they're acting crazy, and that the story that they're trying to tell him does not have any truth to it at all.